doing, guys? We back again, once again, another bearded dragon video. And what we talking about here today is the diet and feeding of the bearded dragon from little baby hatchling all the way down to juvenile to sub-adult to adult. We're gonna get everything covered. You got the greens out here. You can collard greens. You can give them the mustard greens. I am Kevin, and I'm here with my boy Jeremiah.
Back.
We're back again with another video.
Thanks for 312 subscribers. Somebody subscribes to us. Thank you.
I appreciate it. So we talking about what you give your bearded dragons when they young, like hatchling, all the way down to juvenile, all the way down sub-adult to adult. What you should feed your bearded dragon? How many times a day you should feed them? We have covered this before, but we're gonna cover it again since the people who's not, new to the channel, that just come to the channel. Now you will know what we talking about. We keep up to speed with everything. We ain't gonna talk about life. We're gonna get to the diet and the feeding. So back this up, son. So in the wild, in Australia, where bearded dragons come from, obviously, where it originates from, they say 50-50. That's when they're juvenile. Me personally, they don't. When they young like that, they don't really too much care about greens and bananas and stuff like that. They only care about meat, bro. That's all they care about. They care about just the bugs. They don't care about nothing else. You get some bearded dragons that love to eat the greens. They love eating greens. They love eating vegetables. So if you have one like that, then you're in luck. You have a good bearded dragon, But some, for the most part, don't really care about that type of stuff. So, what you do, you feed them 2-3 times a day. They say give it as much as you can in 30-minute intervals. Don't do that. I talked about that before. You don't want to do nothing like that. Just feed them 2-3 times. They give them greens in the morning. A couple hours later, offer them crickets, doobie roaches, things like that. Me, I don't do roaches. I'm allergic to roaches, and it's just like a delicacy. It becomes very expensive. They charge you about a pound. It costs a lot of money. As you grow them yourself, which takes a lot of time, I would suggest don't buy that. Buy you some BSFL, some soldier fly larvae. Buy some of those. You can get them from Grub Terror. You can get them from Symptom. You can get them from anywhere for the most part. You can't get them at pet stores. They don't really have them there. Mealworms. Try mealworms. Do not give them superworms until they're like 4 months old. So what you do is you give them some food. Like I said, give them some greens in the morning. A couple hours later, first round of bugs. You'll know how much your dragon eat. I can't tell you what your dragon eat. I don't know. I don't know how much he eats. So I say start out with like 10, 20. If you don't eat the 20, then pull them. Don't leave no bugs in there. Only you can leave in the tank all day is them black soldier fly larvae. Or maybe roaches, you can leave them in the tank too. But don't leave food uneaten in the tank. And if you got pulled, the greens that fell down in the tank, pull them, get them, because it do rot and food pairs, and it's gonna smell really bad. It's gonna smell like rotten eggs in there. Phew. Man, it's gonna stink. So put them on my boy Nips.
We have a background too, like light shine. You want some light shine?
Not Nipsey. He just ate, but he's just a greedy boy. So Nipsey is probably like 5 months old, 4 months old. We've been on this channel for a while now.
I think like 3-4 months.
About 3-4 months now. Yep. So, supplements. What do you get your bearded dragon for supplements? You feed them supplements every time you feed them. So if you dust, you gotta dust them bugs with some supplements. Which I always say. What do I always say, Jeremiah? Repassion. Classy. Keep it classy with Repassion. Yep, this is the easiest thing to use. It got calcium in it. Look. Check it. It has calcium plus. It got the vitamins and everything added with it. So you can get this to him 5-6 times a week. The 7th day or whatever, 5-6 times a week. I always don't give him nothing. Like on a Sunday, I don't sprinkle bugs. It kills me when people sprinkle their vegetables. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. That's crazy.
Yeah, what are you sprinkling them for?
Don't do that. Pellets. When they're a juvenile bearded dragon, should you feed a bearded dragon pellets? That's the question of the day. I think, to be honest with you, I think a pet store, them pellets is a piece of trash.
They are.
Don't buy that stuff. what you can give them, and I know people in the comments probably gonna be like, what in the world is you talking about? What are you talking about, kid? What are you talking? You can give them dry dog food. You know that?
Good?
Yeah. You can give them dry dog food. Dry cat food. Yep. You sure can. You can give them that. You can mix that up and give that to them. Well, like a couple times a week. No, you can't do that. That's not right. Yes, you can. You can. Just wet it real good and give it to them. Yep. You can give them that. It's like not that hard. You can. One thing that you can feed your dragons is you can give them plants also. Me personally, I wouldn't give him any plants. I wouldn't give him nothing. I just stay, if it's a boy or a girl, I just stay in my lane with just greens every day. Boom, 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 boom. Greens every single day until he about 3 months old. Then give him like a little piece of bananas, cut some berries up. You can even do cranberries, but I think do that when they get like a sub-adult. A sub-adult is anywhere from 6 months to 8 months old, if I'm mistaken. And when they're young hatchlings, that's 0 to 2 months, 0 to 3 to 4 months, 3 to 5, they juvenile. So remember that, keep that in mind, keep that in mind. They love vitamin D. Give them vitamin D. Water. The water, they don't drink it out of a bowl. A bearded dragon would never drink water out of a bowl unless you teach him that. And so, on how you get him to drink water is this. Spray bottle. So you spray him like this.
You got some on me.
So you spray him like that. And get it on his head, get it on his tail, stuff like that. Did it get it? Yeah, it got it on the camera. Me. It's okay, brother. So, yep, so you do that, and then you spray them a couple times a day, and voila, that's how you get the water. You can put a water bowl, look at us, we got a water bowl, and that's for the humidity. I gotta get him out this tank. You can start him at 20 gallons. We ain't talking about what you started, man. We're talking about feeding, the diet. How much to feed him? Like I said, you can give it to him 2-3 times. Don't give him food bigger than his eyes. Don't do that. Now, I'm gonna break the rules, and bearded dragon enthusiast is gonna be really pissed off at me, but I'm gonna break the rules. I'm gonna break the rules real quick. Roaches, just don't give them a real big, large roach. But personally, I think you could give them a little bit bigger. You can give them a little bit bigger, like a medium-sized roach, maybe. Yeah, you can do that. Juveniles is greedy. They greedy. Look at him. He's still trying to eat my son. He's still trying to eat.
What's the boy? Hey.
Bearded dragons eat over 50 bugs a day. You know that?
50?
Over. That's what he eats. And it seems like when you don't get him no more than 50, he be like a real cranky boy. Mm-hmm. He real cranky. So you can feed him that. You can give him. Let's talk about the 8x8 guidelines. We already went through that. So you can get you like a track record. Like if you gotta write it on a piece of paper, how many times you fed your dragon a day. You would know how much you fed him a day because you wrote it down, right? So if let's say it was Monday and you fed your bearded dragon 3 times that day, and you write first, green. Second, you count your bugs out. And then third, you write. So if the bearded dragon didn't eat, by the next day you can go back and look at that paper and be like, okay, my bearded dragon only ate 30 bugs, bro. And if it just keep being that way, something's wrong. And I'm gonna guarantee you, a lot of times why your bearded dragon don't eat, it's got something to do with your life. So, juveniles is 2 to 4 months old. Yep, juveniles is 2 to 4 months old. When they get sub-adults, they like 6 months old, 5 to 6 months old. And but right before you know it, your bearded dragon gonna be a sub-adult. Right before you know that, it's gonna be an adult. And then it's gonna be years go by, and you're gonna have a senior in your hands. He's gonna be an old, or she's gonna be an old woman or an old man. Yep. So
stop chasing my dad.
But you can give them, and how calcium is dandelion greens, mustard greens, spinach. You can give them all that type of stuff. I think dandelion greens, if I can remember, I think dandelion greens is 1.3%, spinach is 1.2%.
Oh.
They say don't give them spinach, but you can give them spinach. Just do it in moderation. You do it in moderation. If you do it in moderation, you can control it. So when the bearded dragon go defecate, it won't be all runny, you know? And if you see that, like I said before, don't worry, don't fret. It happens, you know? Things happen. What else can you give them? You can give them peas. You can give them alpha sprouts. You can give them rolls.
Onions.
You can give them melons, mangoes,
Onions.
papaya, bananas.
Onions.
But bananas and all that stuff it's like diabetes. It's like sugar. So you don't want to give them a lot of it. You cut them. If you give them bananas, you do that in moderation. Do it like twice a week, maybe once a week, maybe a couple times a month. That's it. Like 2-3 times a month. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. And if you do it more than that, you can probably get your beard. He's gonna be over fat. He's gonna be just gonna be a big chunky. So, it's a lot of things that I wrote down. So if I see them fade away, come back in, I wrote these things down. Right? Like I can't remember every single thing I wrote down. So, but you know what you're talking about. I do know what I'm talking about.
Some things he do.
Some things I can explain. Some things I have to go back and look at my paper. I have to, because it's It's a lot of information.
You're like over there.
You guys know I'm the only bearded dragon guy on this channel. Me and my son teaching you the real about bearded dragons. Who else bring you this heat? Who else bring it to you like this? Nobody, bro. Nobody bring you the heat, bro. Let's go see my boy next again.
Should we take him out real quick?
No, I'm not taking him out. So I get live ago 4 months old. You decide to get a little older.
Oh, good.
Substrate. Everybody want to complain about substrate. So substrate.
Yeah, sorry about y'all technical difficulties on that. I hope he can fix that.
I'm gonna try to edit that out. I think my son stopped the camera, but it's cool.
Oh,
Talking about substrate, you gotta keep still, bro.
Ow.
Oh, you ain't that close.
Yeah.
So substrate. Don't listen to people say. Okay, in Australia, what are they on? Dirt. Right.
Yeah.
So somebody said, don't put substrate. Use tile.
Don't use towel. You can use it.
You can use it, but I'm telling you right now, it's hard to clean.
Yes.
So, ain't that hard to clean? No. Get you a pooper scooper or some kind of thing you scoop up the poop with, like the same thing if a dog went outside and poop.
Like this.
Up, right? You scoop it up.
This is what he used to pick up his doo-doo.
Right. So
I know, I ain't supposed to be touching it right now. It's kind
when they get older as like an adult, it's real easy for a bearded dragon. Do you know why I say this? You got to stop with the camera, bro.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You know why it's easy when they older?
Yeah.
Because they don't eat that many bugs.
Oh.
They only eat bugs like once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's like every other day. So like, I feed them one day, the next day I don't feed them. The next day I feed them solid. The next day I don't feed them. The next day I feed them solid. The next day I don't feed them. Like, that's how it goes. So it's go on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. Remember that. We get to that point when he get a little older and we'll rap with you a little bit more with the adults. But right now, he's still a juvie and we're going to keep it like that. Because I know a lot of people, they buy a bearded dragon and they bring it home and they're just like, how in the world I'm going to take care of this creature? Pet Smart, Pet Code, none of them people tell you what they give you a pamphlet. You get a stupid brochure and that's supposed to, I guess that's supposed to help you. I can pull anything on Google and pull it up my butt and give it to you. But if somebody ain't telling you how to take care of it the right way, you're going to fail. Mm-hmm. And please, if you see ants, grasshoppers, firefighters, what are they called? We call them ladybugs. We call them lightning bugs when we were growing up. Them, you know, the lightning bugs, the little green thing, that little green stuff is poop when it lights up. Do not feed them any bugs outside. You are going to kill your bearded dragon. But why? They eat bugs anyways. Yeah, but them bugs that you get, you buy from companies, and they feed them bugs the right way. They grow them bugs up the right way. They don't got them in crazy, crazy environments where outside they eat like worms. Think about a fly. What do a fly eat? Anything you can. So if you're going outside and you're grabbing a fly, and you bringing a fly or a lightning bug or a hornworm or whatever you can find outside, and you bringing it in your house, what's gonna happen to your beer jacket? It's always
it's gonna get poisoned.
Yeah.
And y'all,
like I said, the commercial diet is what? Pellets, right? The commercial, you gotta stop bumping this, bro. The commercial diet is pellets.
There we go.
They pellets. I don't think they want to see this no more.
Yeah.
So the commercial diet is pellets. You don't have to buy that crap. Cause if you buy it, you gotta keep buying it. And if you think it's gonna really work, it's not gonna work.
It's not.
And I'm telling you this for just from like what I experienced. Now you know how you buy them cages from PetSmart, and you buy them and they like starter tanks and stuff, and you get that pellet stuff in it. That stuff is no better than taking dirt outside, smashing it up, and throwing it in your tank.
Yep.
Well, you guys be mad at me about it if you want to. Make pellets. Be mad about it if you want to. I'm just telling it like it is. Telling like it is. What's the best diet to give them? Something that you can concoct in yourself, right? That's the best diet to give a bearded dragon. So let me look at this little paper one more time. See if I went over everything. Yeah, we went over a lot of stuff, but not a lot. Yeah, I talked about fireflies. Yep. Oxalates are found in spinach, cabbage, potatoes, greens, and other things like that. You do not have to feed those. You do not have to avoid these foods. I mean, you can give them that. Yep, that's good for you. Secondary plant stuff. Yeah, so a safe plant to get your bearded dragon is I say, see, this paper ain't telling me nothing. So give them a prickly pear, and that's a cactus plant. They can eat that. Put that right in your tank. You can grow those. You know you can grow your own vegetables. It's probably better to grow your own. Yep, you can grow greens. You can go greens from start to finish. I think probably in like a month. I want to say 2 months at the most. From start to finish, bro. Go see the hammer real quick. So crickets, you can give them crickets. I told you that before. You can give them crickets. Don't put them together in the same tank. Don't have a lot of noise.
My head.
Don't have a lot of noise. Your mom over smacking himself in the face on accident. What's going on there, brother?
Yeah, I was being like that.
Super worms. Yes. You can do super worms, but like I said, do super worms when they're a little older.
Got a black beard? Nope.
No, do super worms when they're much older.
Hold on, I'm about to get something.
Silkworms, expensive. Come on, bro. Silkworms is expensive, but them things spend silk, and you can make money off of silkworms, but they cost a lot of money.
They do.
It's a lot of money. You can give them those. They love those.
Yeah, they probably do.
They love those, but be honest with you, I'm broke. No. I can't. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't spending my money on silkworms.
Nah.
Cause it's not gonna benefit me none, and it's hard to keep. But they is
Look
nice
at his nails.
Butterworms, another thing. Butterworms is nothing but a treat. Waxworms, a treat. You can't feed them every day. What about mealworms? Mealworms is a treat. No, it's not. I don't know who told you that mealworms. You can get your bear dragons mealworms. You can. Trust me. I've been doing this for 5 years, giving them mealworms. I have not lost a bear dragon in mealworms. That's crazy, bro.
Oh, we want to be starting something. Got to be starting something.
Even greens and stuff like that. Yeah, this pretty much wraps this video up because there's nothing else that I can really tell you that you can already do for yourself. The only thing that I can probably help you guys with is if you have any questions in the comment section, I'm going to turn the comments on. For some reason, I always turn them on, but YouTube turn them off. Probably because my son helped me with this channel, and you know they don't want probably like cyberbullying because people kind of mean sometimes. So probably that's why they turn them off. But I be trying to keep it turned back on, but they just turn me off. But anyway.
We burn from the soldiers?
Yep. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. I'm glad anyone who came in here that's new. We learned a few things here about bearded dragons. Get you some tongs, stuff like that. You can feed your beard, get you some escape proof, bro. We talk about that a lot.
My man's chill. He
gotta eat again. You ain't about to eat again.
That's what you're doing?
No. He looks small, don't he? But Nipsey ain't little. Go back and watch the old videos. He's not little. He's like, I think 140 something grams. He's not little. Bro.
Wait, you wanna wear him real quick?
No, I ain't gonna do it, but I'm gonna probably do it in a couple of days. Give him a bath, do that. The next time I'm gonna talk to you guys about giving them a bath too. About what I use. You can buy I buy stuff from the Dollar Tree. That's how I give them a bath. It's this hemp oil, like hemp body wash, and I put that in there. Sometimes I use Johnson & Johnson tear-free body wash. You don't want to use nothing that got stuff in it, like chemicals and like perfumes and stuff. You don't want to wash you up in Axe body wash.
Well?
No, you don't want to do that. So, like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. Hope you learned something from this channel. Make sure you take care of your bearded dragon if you got a bearded dragon. Don't listen to the Pet Smart Pet Code. You can learn a lot of information by joining forums like Bearded Dragon. What is it? BeardedDragon.com. You can learn from there. You can learn a lot of things from jumping in forums like Reddit, stuff like that. I am on Quarry, so if you have a question to ask me on Quarry, you can ask me on Quarry. I'm on there. The same name it is on here. I'm Cashmere Matic. That same thing on there. So if you have any questions or anybody have anything they want to ask me, you can ask me. I got you covered. Till the next time, me and Jeremiah, we gone. We love you guys. We appreciate everything. Peace.
Peace.